Every bad thing that's happened to me was a great thing. I would not go back and change anything in my life. I don't know, maybe sometimes when I was an asshole to people that I could probably undo that. But the hard things I went through made me better. But here's what you have to realize, when you talk about being gravely injured and as you build yourself back, you're never going to be the same. And this was the biggest struggle I had as I was rebuilding myself, especially physically. I wanted to be the Jason Redman, pre-injury Jason Redman. I wanted to have all the strength and all the abilities that I had prior to that injury. And when that was not happening, or it wasn't happening fast enough, then I was depressed. And I would want to not push myself as hard because I kept buying into this idea of, well, I can't be the same guy I used to be. And the reality is that was absolutely true. And I have a whole chapter in my second book, Overcome, about this. When you build yourself back, especially coming back from a physical accident, injury, or illness, you will not be the same. So, I describe it as kind of like if you take a ruler and suddenly you take a 12-inch ruler and I was to chop a piece out of it and now glue it back together, it's going to be shorter. It's going to be marginally shorter or even more shorter, depending on the level of damage that occurred to it. So guess what? You're no longer this 12-inch ruler, you're 11 inches or whatever it is. But you have to figure out how to maximize your new 100%. And that kind of became that took a while to wrap my head around and say, okay, I may never be the Jason Redman pre-injury, but who is the motherfucking ass kicking 100% Jason Redman post-injury? And that Jason Redman showed up at that swim in New York a couple of weeks ago and destroyed that swim. This dude who's got half an arm crushed that swim, did 300 push-ups and 66 pull-ups and a 3-mile run with my teammates and brothers and so many Patriots in honor of the guys we lost on Extortion 17. That's the new 100% Jason Redman. And everybody has that within them. I don't care if you've lost limbs. I don't care if you've lost loved ones. I don't care if you lost your job. There is a new 100% version of you. And as soon as you accept that and figure out where it is and start going after it, it is amazing what you can accomplish.